Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Channel 28 broadcast of Shrewsbury High School Athletics. I'm Engel, and it is Wednesday, December 27th. I'm here at the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University, where the boys ice hockey team will take on the North Middlesex Patriots. The Colonials are coming off a 3-2 win last weekend against Groton Dunstable, in which they didn't play their best hockey. Shrewsbury looks to get back on track today against a better opponent, North Middlesex. North Middlesex comes into action today with a 2-0-1 record. They finished last year with a 12-4-4 regular season record, scoring the second most goals in Central Mass. They lost in the district semifinals, but returned plenty of offensive firepower from last season, including Michael Amari, who has 5 points through 3 games as a sophomore. The Patriots have won 3 state championships in team history, most recently in 2014. Since their promotion to D3 following that season, they've amassed the second best regular season record of any team in Central Mass, even better than Wachusett and Algonquin. Part of their success also includes beating Shrewsbury in the district finals 3 years ago, which I know still burns under the skin of the current Colonial seniors who are on that team. Shrewsbury's all-time record against North Middlesex is 26-16-3, and the Colonials will look to improve on that here this afternoon. Shrewsbury High School boys ice hockey is coming up next. And we're almost ready to get it away here in Fitchburg. Anthony Quinlivan will take the opening face-off. Liam on his left, Paul Russo on his right. Colonials and Belvin back to the D. North Middlesex wins the face-off. We're on the way. Matt Sandy starting in net for the Colonials. He comes out to play the puck there and gets it out of the zone. North Middlesex will pick it up in the zone, try to put it back in. Anthony gets in the way of that. Belvin picks up the puck, and the defensive zone goes over to Cleonis, who goes for the breakup pass. North Middlesex throws it back up, and it's picked up by Liam. Colonial pass goes up for North Middlesex skate. North Middlesex will pick up the puck. Patriots go for the long ice pass. He gets ahead of it forward. Leonis will play that man, gets by him, but he loses the puck. Chases behind the net. Leonis still with him. Pass there along the boards is no good, and Quinlivan will pick it up. Liam taking up the left side. He's got Cole Russo on his right. He goes for the toe drag, loses the puck, picks it back up. He's in the high slot. He lets one go. Good save there. Thomas Kelly's the goalie for the North Middlesex Patriots. He comes into the season having played every game for them so far, and he carries a 2.33 goals against average. Roskino now picks up the puck. Gives it over to Tyler Boris, who gets by one man. He's entering the zone now. He takes a shot, and that's swallowed up by Thomas Kelly here. 1 minute and 9 seconds into the first period. Tyler Boris now will take a face-off with James Tepper on his left and Jack Tepper on his right. After a late change, the ref is sending the North Middlesex Patriot back onto the ice and pulling off another. Patriot center gets stopped out of the draw, and now Tyler Boris is set to take it. He wins it back to Tepper. Tepper gets a shot on net. Didn't get all of it and was easily stopped by Thomas Kelly. Colonials are battling some injuries here, but Peter Belvin will be making his season debut tonight. Face-off gets caught in some skates. Jack Tepper throws one on net, but it's blocked by a North Middlesex defenseman. Patriots barely get the puck out. Now they pick it up. That pass is intercepted by Tepper. Tepper fighting for the puck along the boards. He wins the battle. Now Tyler Boris taking it to the zone, flip it all the way in. All over that now are Tyler Boris and Jack Tepper. Tepper plays for Boris, skates by the puck. James Tepper's all over that. Persicino's able to keep it in, but that shot gets blocked right away and it ends up out of the zone. Tyler Boris will pick it up, take it all the way to the defensive zone. He goes for the long pass over to Jack Tepper, who can't get there, and now Tyler Boris picks it up. Boris over to James Tepper, but that pass intercepted. Good job breaking up the play there by Persicino as Tyler Boris picks it back up in the neutral zone. Boris over to Jack Tepper, who are the two farthest skaters back. That pass goes off in North Middlesex skate, and Tepper takes it all the way back. He gets it over to Persicino. He tries to feed that to James Tepper, but he misses it, and that shot was blocked by Tyler Boris. Jack Tepper with it now behind the net. He sends it over past the corner. Cam Mullen is Persicino's partner down there in the corner. Jack Tepper now fighting for the puck behind the net. Persicino wins that. Gets it over to Jack. Sorry, that was James Tepper. Got by him, and now it's back in the zone where Persicino has it. Persicino gets it up to Jack. This is the puck now. North Middlesex that's coming up. The line change there. Sam O'Connor tried to get it to Halloway. Comes back in for Peter Belvin now. Belvin tried to get it all the way over to Tommy Belvin. He gets by him. Now North Middlesex picks it up and brings it back to the zone. Both Belvins playing D now for the Colonials. Peter picks it up and sends it along for Holloway. Holloway does a good job able to chip it out. And now Connor and Delaney all over that forecheck. Gets by that North Middlesex, throws it back in where it's being picked up by Peter Belvin. Belvin to Belvin, D to D pass there. North Middlesex picks it up. Loses it. Now Peter picks it up behind the net. Peter goes for the bank pass. It gets by Delaney. North Middlesex picks it up and threw it back in where it's picked up by Colonials. Holloway will throw it back in. Now North Middlesex has it coming up. Tommy Belvin gets it. He tries to chip it by, but it gets by one North Middlesex player, not the other. He goes far to Persicino now, who's taking it up ice. Persicino enters the zone. He's all alone. He takes a slap shot. That goes wide and wraps all the way around. That'll come all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone, get below the goal line where it's going to be picked up by Cole Russo. Russo sends it along for Fleonis. He was looking for Anthony there, but it caught by him. Now North Middlesex will pick it up. Russo swats that if it doesn't get it. North Middlesex gets a shot down there, but it was just below the goal line, easily saved by Matt Sandy. Colonials get the puck up now. Anthony has it. He skates right in front of Liam. He goes for the backhand pass to him, no look, but it's no good. North Middlesex will pick it up. North Middlesex unable to successfully break the puck out of the zone today. It's been a good Shrewsbury forecheck. It's caused North Middlesex to turn the puck over several times. Quinlivan to Quinlivan. Liam breaks to the net. He gets a shot on net. Good save there by Kelly. Now North Middlesex has it coming out on Fleonis and Persicino. That forward's all alone. Fleonis will play him. He's able to tie him up as Persicino comes and picks up the puck. Good play there by both defensemen. That puck sent around the race field. You won by North Middlesex and goes it back into the zone. Fleonis picks it up in the corner, sends it along. Gets by Russo. North Middlesex picks it up the point. That shot's on net. Good save there by Sandy against the corner. Liam has it but loses it. North Middlesex now has it behind the net. They get it out to the point. He's coming in. He shoots. That shot was blocked in front. North Middlesex again with it at the point. Fighting along there is Anthony. Persicino comes and breaks up that play. Anthony picks it up now and takes it behind the net. He gets by one player, goes for the long pass over to Liam. Liam kicks it forward. No ice is the call as that puck goes all the way into the North Middlesex zone. They pick it up behind the net. That was James Tepper on the forecheck. Tepper gets the puck but then loses it. Picks it up now just below the goal line. He flips it over to Tyler Boris. Boris now taking it up near the blue line. He gets it over to Jack Tepper, who whips on the one-timer attempt. James Tepper fights for the puck and it gets back over to Jack. Jack's looking for James, but North Middlesex gets it, fires it all the way. Belvin picks up the point. He gets a shot on net. That shot was blocked and almost deflected in by North Middlesex defenseman. Cleared all the way down. No ice is the call as Tommy Belvin will chase it down. Tommy Belvin out there with Mike Walton now. Belvin gets it up to James Tepper. Then that's passed to Tyler Boris. Good. Boris gets by one player. He goes over to Jack. Jack gets a shot on net. And a good save there by Thomas Kelly. Great pass by James Tepper, who got up to Tyler Boris, who made a great move around one player. Good pass over to Jack, who took a nice shot, but Thomas Kelly has been on his game so far. We're about 6 minutes into the first period. Sam O'Connor's out to take the face off the Colonials. Plays it over now. Alejandro has it below the goal line. Drew Albertson, the other forward out there for Shrewsbury right now. Alejandro now has it. Bank pass out to the point. Gets by Mullen. Now he has to chase it down. Sandy has to come all the way out to play. Mullen wasn't sure if his partner was going to get it or if he had to pick it up. North Middlesex would have won the race, but a good job by Sandy coming out to play that out of the zone. North Middlesex now breaking the puck out of their defensive zone. Pass over to the center, gets pushed ahead, and Persicino will pick it up in the neutral zone. He gets it up and a shot on net there by Alejandro. Wraps all the way around and Persicino's going to get there now. Persicino's dumping attempt goes off the North Middlesex leg. And now Drew Alberts is being called for interference. 8:22 remaining in the first period. The Colonials will be shorthanded for the first time this afternoon. Persicino and Tommy Belvin out there right now for the Colonials. Anthony Quinlivan will be joined by Tyler Boris as the penalty killing forwards. Boris gets the face-off to Anthony. Anthony's able to win the face-off. Belvin picks it up, and Belvin gets the clear all the way down. Just off the net, the goalie comes over to play it with Tyler Boris all over that defenseman. He peels off, and now North Middlesex to take it up ice. Anthony with a good job slowing that play down. And the pass goes off his skate and out of the zone. North Middlesex will dump it in. Persicino will gladly take that up, gets it out of the zone. He was going for the long pass to Tyler Boris, but it got deflected, but still got out of the zone. North Middlesex coming around now. Trying to work it into the high slot, but Shrewsbury doing a good job with the defensive zone positioning. Tommy Belbin able to pick that off. He tries to get it out, but a good job by North Middlesex keeping that in with a glove. Belbin's eventually able to fight for the puck. North Middlesex unwisely throws it back in while they're on the power play. Colonials have all the time they need to pick it up, get it out of the zone. Belbin goes over to Persicino, who almost loses it, gets it up to Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris now has it with possession, and he'll flip it into the zone. Just under a minute remaining here on the Drew Albertson penalty. Liam Quinlivan now the forward down low. Staying in passing lanes, North Middlesex to take the puck up. Cole Russo trying to chase that down now as North Middlesex enters the zone. They dump it in, but Persicino's able to break that up. It was kept in, but now Quinlivan's taking up. Liam has it. He makes a move to the net. He stick handles around. Liam lost the puck, but a slashing call is called to North Middlesex. Liam had him beat, but only by a step. Didn't have all the space he needed to make the move, but he drew a penalty, and now with 31 seconds remaining on the Drew Albertson interference call, we'll have 4-on-4 hockey until Albertson comes out of the box, and the Colonials will be on the power play for about a minute and a half. Quinlivan and Russo still the forwards. Peter Belbin and Mullen now on D. Face-off is tied up. Gets punched in, and now North Middlesex can clear it all the way around. Icing is the call as Peter Belbin chases it down. Icing is the call. 21 seconds now remaining on the Shrewsbury penalty. It'll be 4-on-4 until then. Liam set to take the face-off with Anthony on his left. Liam wins it back, but the forward's all over Anthony, who's unable to get a shot on net. North Middlesex now has it coming up, but on a 2-on-3. That pass over is broken up. A good play by Mullen. Mullen fires it out, and North Middlesex has possession now. Just a few seconds remaining on the penalty right now to Drew Albertson. Anthony will pick it up right in front of Albertson, who's coming out of the box. Anthony gets around one player, moving into the zone. He stick handles but loses the puck. Good hit there by Anthony now. Picked up by Liam. Liam has possession of it in the offensive zone. He sent it over looking for Tyler Boris, who didn't have the shot he liked. He skates out to the slot. And no goal there. The shot went up. James Tepper, I think it was, hit it in. And the referee ruled it a high stick, said that the puck was above the crossbar when James Tepper hit it in. Because of the high stick, that face-off will come all the way into the Shrewsbury zone. The Colonials still on the power play. Scorekeeper took the penalty off the scoreboard, so I'm unsure of exactly how much time is left. 6:03 remaining here in the period. Referee and scorekeeper trying to figure this out. We'll be back in a minute. We're back here in Fitchburg. Colonials will have a minute and 10 seconds of a power play right now. There's 6 minutes remaining in the period. North Middlesex gets tossed out of the face-off, where Anthony Quinlivan will now take it against what was the right wing. Quinlivan wins the face-off back. Picked up by Boris. Tyler Boris lets the chasing defender chase him behind the net, and he'll take it all the way up ice. He gets by another player. He isn't coming up ice now. He throws it all the way up to Anthony Quinlivan, who was near the point, but it gets by him, and now Sandy will come out to play it. With the North Middlesex player coming, Sandy will play it up. It's played by Anthony, but Tyler Boris accidentally kicked it away. Boris gets it over to Persicino. Persicino back to Boris now behind the net. Now he'll take it up. That pass over to Quinlivan with James Tepper right next to him. Quinlivan entering the zone now. In the sideboards, he gets it up to Persicino in the slot. Persicino takes a shot. That went off North Middlesex skate and goes out of play with 26 seconds still remaining on the Colonials power play. They'll have another face-off in the offensive zone. Good job on the power play here by the Colonials, getting a few solid chances, including the James Tepper no-goal call. Great opportunity there, and the Colonials look to score another one here. Anthony Quinlivan takes the face-off. He kicks it out to Liam. Liam skates into the high slot. Gets it over to Tyler Boris. Boris shoots from the short side. That goes wide. Now Quinlivan will pick it up and get it up to Tommy Belbin. Belbin goes over to Liam, who's on the point. He gets down low to Tyler Boris. Boris goes to Belbin. Belbin loses the puck momentarily, but gets it in. Anthony picks it up and gives it back to him. Belbin whiffs on that pass attempt. Now Anthony will pick it up. Anthony sits in the high slot. The penalty's over. That shot gets deflected and goes up into the netting. And with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. It'll be another Colonials offensive zone draw. Paul Russo, Jack Tepper, and Sam O'Connor, the forwards coming onto the ice for the Colonials as they look to get settled back after the power play. Persicino is on defense right now with Sam McManus, his partner. O'Connor takes the face-off, puts it back to Paul Russo. North Middlesex ends up with it. Paul Russo is able to break up that play with his skates. North Middlesex picks it back up. Good stop there by McManus. Still no one with possession. Russo and a North Middlesex player fighting for it. That'll come into the zone, but Persicino picks it up. He's able to pick up possession of it and then chase it behind the net. Persicino was looking for Jack Tepper there, but that pass is no good, so now North Middlesex has possession of it in their offensive zone. They make a break to the net. Play broken up there by O'Connor. O'Connor's shaking up now, and the Colonials have a quick developing 3-on-2. Pass to Paul Russo, just a little ahead. Russo gets a piece of it though, so it won't be a nice. North Middlesex picks it up. Gets it out of the zone, but Sam McManus is able to prevent it from getting any further. North Middlesex throws it ahead, and now it's picked up by O'Connor. O'Connor makes a nice move, gets around one player, loses the puck, and then dumps it in. North Middlesex will pick it up in their zone with Jack Tepper on that forward, the defenseman. Pass, the DDD attempt there is blocked by the ref. Colonials pick it up, make a move to the net. Shot there by O'Connor just goes wide, and Persicino will win the race to that. Gets it back in, North Middlesex picks it up. Flip passes over the forward, right in front of him. Chased down by Flionis, who puts the puck into the Colonials bench with 3:38 remaining here in the first. A good chance there by North Middlesex a minute ago when they were able to get a good shot on net down low, but other than that, it's been all Colonials here in the first period. Anthony Quinlivan's going to take the face-off with both of his former line mates. He wins it back, but North Middlesex picks it up. Player gets around Flionis. Goes for the pass on the back post, but the forward wasn't quite there yet. Now the Colonials will have it coming off ice. Liam looks for Anthony, but Anthony wasn't paying attention, and icing was the call there. Liam looked like he'd crossed the red line before he made the pass, but regardless, the puck will come all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. Tyler Boris now to take the face off with both Teppers as his line mates. North Middlesex wins that draw and then throws it back in. Boris picks it up, tries to play it to himself. North Middlesex picks it up. Flionis is able to play it out of the slot. Now Tommy Belbin races for the puck. Belbin now picks it up behind his net. Gets it up to James Tepper, who doesn't handle the pass. And then that attempt to put it back in is no good. Tepper picks it up. He goes over to Boris. Boris flips it up. And he shot it into the back of the net. Puck ends up back on Boris' stick. Gets shot out to Belbin at the point. Belbin just plays it back in. Good job by Boris to get it back to Belbin. Belbin's looking backdoor to James Tepper. Belbin had the clear lane for the shot, but he tried to go for the pass over to Tepper, who he thought had a better angle. Pass got by, now Belbin's going to pick it back up at the point. He goes down low to Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper gets to Tyler Boris. That shot's blocked in front. Good job by North Middlesex early on blocking shots. Shrewsbury's had a lot of chances, but some of them have been blocked in front. Shrewsbury hasn't gotten all the rebounds that they would have liked. Tepper tries to throw that back in. North Middlesex picks it up. They shoot it all the way down, but the puck's going to die right before the goal line, so no icing. Tommy Belbin will pick it up. He goes over to Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper catches the pass, moves around one player, and then flips it ahead for Belbin. It's too far ahead, now North Middlesex will get it. Good play there by Jack Tepper stepping up on the forward coming in, who loses the puck, and now Tyler Boris will pick it up behind his own net. Boris passes over to James Tepper, who's now across the red line and entering the offensive zone. He makes a move to the middle. He goes up to Tyler Boris, but that play's broken up by North Middlesex. They can't break it out of the zone as James Tepper picks it up and then loses the puck. North Middlesex has it now coming on a 2-on-2. Mullen's able to stop that from going all the way in and then break up the play there. Mullen there able to stop that pass. North Middlesex looks to throw it into the high slot, but that's way too high, and then Anthony Quinlivan will pick it up and take it up ice. Quinlivan makes a move to the middle. He gets a shot, but that shot is blocked. James Tepper is going to get there now. He sends it all the way around, and now Liam Quinlivan is going to chase it down. North Middlesex wins the race, but Quinlivan and his pressure are able to stop them from getting the puck out. Persicino throws it back in. Good hit there by Quinlivan now. Liam will pick up the puck and get around one player. He tries to stick hell around another balloon to the puck, and now North Middlesex has it coming out of the zone. Puck is thrown all the way down, but no ice. Cam Mullen's going to chase that down. He picks it up behind the goal line with Persicino as his partner. D-to-D pass there, goes back up to Liam. He goes for the backhand pass to Anthony. Now Anthony has it coming up ice. He tries to dish it right to Cole Russo, but that play's broken up. Ends up with Liam in the slot. That shot's blocked. That North Middlesex player is down after blocking the Liam Quinlivan slap shot. We keep in there by Persicino, who throws it all the way down. That's going to be chased down by Liam. Liam loses the puck down low, and Russo is going to dish it to the corner. North Middlesex picks it back up, and they're breaking out of the zone now. That far pass, Peter Belbin's on the forward. They get a shot, but that goes high off the stick of Belbin. Good job there by Belbin to deflect the shot. And now Persicino has it coming up ice. He enters the zone. He throws a towards it, knowing Holloway was crashing. Puck goes off the glass, but the referee said it went off the netting. That's out of play with just under 20 seconds remaining here in the first period. Puck stays into the offensive zone for the Colonials. O'Connor gets ready to take the face-off. Delaney and Holloway are his forwards. And Peter Belbin and Persicino will be the defenseman back. Shrewsbury gets tossed out of the face-off, so Holloway's going to take it. He wins it back. O'Connor gets it. O'Connor gets it over to Peter Belbin, who throws it into the corner. 14 seconds down remaining period. Holloway picks it up. That gets thrown at the net. It's loose, but no one can find it. North Middlesex to get it, throw it all the way around. That wraps all the way around. Looks like it's going to come all the way down. A couple seconds left in the period. That's called an ice. And with exactly 2.9 seconds remaining, Shrewsbury will have another offensive zone draw. With under 3 seconds, Shrewsbury taking the risk of pulling Matt Sandy right here to get the sixth man on the ice. Betting that North Middlesex won't have enough time to win the face-off and then shoot it all the way down. Delaney comes onto the ice at 6 forward with the Quinlivan line, and Tyler Boris now. Face-off gets tied up. North Middlesex picks it up, and they let time run out. And after one period here in Fitchburg, it's still 0-0 between the Shrewsbury Colonials and North Middlesex Patriots. The scoreboard shows that the Colonials won the shot count 8-2 that period. Matt Sandy not tested very much, with the exception of one opportunity that the Patriots had. We'll be back in just a few minutes for the second. Here we go for the second period now in Fitchburg. Anthony Quinlivan set to take the face-off. He wins it back to Tommy Belbin, who moves over to Flionis, and we're underway. Flionis takes it across the red line, dumps it all the way in. Liam Quinlivan's going to get there first. He tries to send it to Cole Russo behind the net on his backhand. Gets back out to Tommy Belbin. Good deflection there by Cole Russo in front, but a good save there by Thomas Kelly. Shrewsbury with some great scoring chances, some great shots on net in that first period. But Thomas Kelly holding his ground the entire time. Anthony ready to take it on the face-off. North Middlesex wins that, they get it back. They're going to wrap it all the way around. That goes off the glass. Great keep there by Flionis. Flionis gets it in, not too deep though. North Middlesex gets it out. Tommy Belbin picks it up the red line. He tries to fire it in, but North Middlesex stops it. That gets all the way in through North Middlesex player Andrew Flionis, played by Anthony. North Middlesex picks it up now. North Middlesex gets it up to the point. They get a shot towards the net, but that's stopped in front by Flionis. After Anthony threw it all the way in, North Middlesex throws it all the way out. That should go for an ice. Exactly a minute into the period, North Middlesex, with no pressure in their zone, throws it all the way down. And it'll be an offensive draw here for the Colonials. It's the Boris Tepper lineup for Shrewsbury, with Peter Belbin and Connell Persicino back on defense. Boris moves the draw back, gets to Belbin, who puts it back in. North Middlesex tries to get it up, but a good job there blocking that pass by Tyler Boris. North Middlesex goes to the long pass. Jack Tepper gets a piece of it. He tries to put it ahead to Tyler Boris, but that pass is too far in front. North Middlesex will pick it up, carried it to the zone. They get a shot on net. Easy save there by Sandy. He covers the puck. A minute 20 seconds here into the period. According to the scoreboard, that was the third shot that North Middlesex has registered so far this afternoon. Tommy Belbin and Cam Mullen now the defense for Shrewsbury. Boris wins that face-off back, and Mullen will pick it up. Gets behind the net and he puts it over to James Tepper, who sends it back along for Tommy Belbin. Belbin gets it up to Jack Tepper, who wins the battle for the puck. Picks it up and carries it out, but then loses it along the red line. Now Jack Tepper picks it back up from Belbin. Tepper takes a shot towards the net, but that goes high. James Tepper throws it in. North Middlesex can't break it out, and Tyler Boris intercepts the pass. Boris gets it over to Tommy Belbin. Belbin takes a shot towards the net. Good save there. Oh, good rebound chance there by James Tepper, but it just hopped over his stick. Now North Middlesex has it coming up on a 2-on-2. Sandy will play it behind the net, and it's picked up by Tyler Boris. Boris goes to the long pass. That's picked off by North Middlesex, and they'll dump it in. He flips it. Jack Tepper tries to catch the pass out of the air, but it goes to North Middlesex. Good job there by Belbin. Now Belbin has it again in the penalty zone. He goes over to his partner, Cam Mullen. Mullen banks it out of the zone. Now North Middlesex to throw it in. Picked up now by Jack Tepper. Tepper carries it out. Maintains possession of the puck after he's attacked by two North Middlesex defenders. But North Middlesex has it. Good job by Anthony Quinlivan to stand up that player, and Persicino will pick it up, carry it into the defensive zone, go over D2D. Peter Belbin now has it. He gets it over to Liam. Liam plays it from his feet out to his stick, and now he has it bringing up ice. Going through a few players. He carries it into the zone. He tries to dish it over to Cole Russo. And that's the goal. Cole Russo fell on top of the goalie who couldn't get up. Cole Russo was on top of him, but Quinlivan was able to put it away, and they're calling that a good goal. 3 minutes and 1 second here into the second period, and it's 1-0 Colonials. An awkward play there as Cole Russo was looking for a pass and stumbled on top of the goaltender. Thomas Kelly couldn't get back up. Cole Russo was trying to get up as quickly as he could, but by the time he did, and by the time Tom Kelly got back up, Quinlivan had already put one away, and it's 1-1 Shrewsbury now, 3 minutes into the second period. Anthony Quinlivan will look to take the face-off following the goal. He wins it back to Peter Belbin. Belbin gets it up to Liam. Anthony picks it up now. He enters the zone. Anthony loses the puck, and now North Middlesex has it. Persicino can't quite keep it in, but he gets possession of it and gets it over to Peter. Peter with a pass to Anthony, who's now entering the zone. He gets around one player, but then loses the puck. Picks it back up. He's looking all the way for Persicino. Pedelbin's able to keep it in. Belbin's shot goes wide, but Cole Russo's on it. Puck kept in there by Persicino. And then by Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris at the high slot. He shoots. And a good save there by Thomas Kelly with 11:18 remaining here in the period. Boris Tepper set to take the face-off here. Anthony Quinlivan credited with that goal, assisted by Liam Quinlivan and Cole Russo. Mike Walton loses the puck, and that gets out where it's going to be picked up by Tommy Belbin. Belbin throws it all the way, and it's a delayed offsides. Colonial's good now as James Tepper and Tyler Boris are chasing after it. Gets by James Tepper, but Jack Tepper's able to pick it up. He's got two North Middlesex players on him. Now Tyler Boris has to blow the net. Boris looks for Jack in the slot. Pass gets blocked, and now Tommy Belbin will chase it all the way back into the defensive zone. He curls and gets by a couple players. North Middlesex gets it, throws it in deep. Sandy, good job playing that to the side for Tyler Boris to pick up. Tyler Boris coming up ice now. He gets around another player. Good pass up to James Tepper. Tepper gets around one player. He gets heading towards the net. Backhand attempt just goes wide by the diving defender. Now Jack Tepper has it behind the net. Jack Tepper was taking it behind the net. It looked like he got his pocket picked by North Middlesex, but as they both stumbled down, the ref was giving North Middlesex a hooking penalty, drawn by Jack Tepper, and so the Colonials will go to the power play for the next 2 minutes. Jack Tepper now being assessed the penalty. Jack Tepper had possession of the puck, but the ref saying he hooked the other player. And with 10:26 remaining here in the second period, the Colonials will be shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. Center for North Middlesex will get tossed. Anthony Quinlivan is still ready to take the face-off. It's won by North Middlesex, but the puck gets out. Now Liam Quinlivan has it. He's coming up ice. Anthony Quinlivan trailing behind. Liam gets it over to Anthony. Anthony goes back to Liam. It never got there. It was deflected by a North Middlesex stick. North Middlesex now tries to break the puck out. Passes too far ahead, goes all the way down, no ice. North Middlesex will win the race for it. Good play there by Peter Belbin. North Middlesex now on the power play, working the puck down low. Persicino's able to hit that away. Now it's played by Peter Belbin. Belbin gets his stick lifted, now North Middlesex picks the puck back up. They look to the center, but no one's able to get it. Now Liam's all over that forward. That North Middlesex pass goes all the way down. Liam will chase it down. That has to be covered by Thomas Kelly. Still a minute 9 remaining here on the Jack Tupper penalty, with 9:35 remaining here in the second period. Still 1-0 Shrewsbury. Tyler Boris is going to take this face-off. Cole Russo, the other penalty going forward. Boris wins it back to Flionis. Flionis gets a shot. That's played to the side by Tom Kelly, but a good job there by Flionis to get the shot on net. North Middlesex coming up with it now. Good step there by Belbin as North Middlesex gets to throw it in. North Middlesex can't complete a pass. Shrewsbury's up to deflect that up. Cole Russo can't quite win the race. Leonis can't get the puck up, but Tommy Belbin has plenty of time and space now to get the puck, and he gets it clear all the way down. 37 seconds now remaining on the penalty to Jack Tupper. Thomas Kelly plays the puck behind the net, and North Middlesex will head up ice with it. Cole Russo, good job taking away the angle, so North Middlesex can't complete a good pass. Tyler Boris picks up the puck, keeps possession of it, and he throws it all the way down. About 15 seconds now remaining on the Jack Tupper penalty. Great job there by Tyler Boris and Cole Russo killing the penalty. Delaney and Holloway now coming onto the ice for the Colonials as North Middlesex throws it in deep with 7 seconds remaining. Sandiel's up behind the net, picked up by Tommy Belbin. There's a couple seconds left on the penalty. He passes over to Connor Delaney. Delaney can't quite handle the pass now. North Middlesex still has it in their offensive zone. All even now. Belbin and Delaney digging for the puck down low. Tommy Belbin comes up with it. He'll take it behind the net all the way over to Holloway. Holloway's able to chip the puck out. Ref says it stays in. North Middlesex now with possession. They go to the point. Shot on net's played to the side by Sandy. Good save by him. The Colonials were able to chip it out. That'll go all the way down for an ice. Just under 8 minutes remaining here in the second period. Still 1-0 Shrewsbury as they'll take a face-off in their defensive zone. McManus and Persicino now the defense of the Colonials. And at about the midway point of the game, Noah Jouer will come onto the ice to finish the game playing in net for the Colonials. Delaney, O'Connor, and Holloway, the forwards here for Shrewsbury. O'Connor's going to take the face-off. O'Connor wins it back, and Persicino's going to pick it up. He sends it along for Holloway. It's too far ahead, but it's also too far ahead from the North Middlesex player. That goes all the way down, but since the North Middlesex player just missed it, no ice is the call. Holloway, O'Connor, and Delaney with an aggressive forecheck. Good keep in there by McManus. O'Connor picks it up. He's pushed down. McManus slips it up and out of play. 7:30 remaining. We're exactly midway through the second period. The faceoff will come just outside Shrewsbury's zone. Quinlivan, and Russo coming onto the ice now for the Colonials. McManus is still out there with Persicino. Liam has it, patrols back. Heading up ice now with it, cuts to the middle. Gets around one player but loses the puck. That's sent up, but McManus picks it up. He throws it back into the zone. Long pass there by North Middlesex. Persicino picks it up, gets it out of the zone. Anthony tries to pick it up and go far, but can't get there. Liam now has it. Goes back to McManus, who goes D-to-D over to Persicino. Persicino with a good pass there to Cole Russo, but Cole Russo can't quite handle it. Gets pushed back, and now McManus has it. And off the back end, he banks it. North Middlesex picks it up. They get by. They get a good chance, but good job there by Persicino, able to catch up to that player and not allow him to get a good shot on net. Now Anthony Quinlivan picks the puck up, and he's coming across the red line and into the zone. He gets hit, but sticks with it. Pins that player as Liam skates by, and now North Middlesex has it. They're breaking out. Russo forced that pass. Tommy Belbin pushed it ahead, but North Middlesex picks it up. Tom Briskino's on him. Shot goes wide. Belbin picks it up. He gets over to Anthony. He goes up to Liam. Pass is just too far ahead. North Middlesex picks it back up. Anthony has it now. Stick handles around a couple players and then throws it in deep. Great chance there by North Middlesex. Belbin had the puck, tried to get it deep, but put it right into the chest of the North Middlesex player who went ahead for a breakaway. And that James Tepper pass gets picked off. North Middlesex has another breakaway. They go in. Good job there by Noah to stop the first shot. He didn't know where the rebound went. North Middlesex picked it up and put it back in with 6:02 remaining here in the second period. It's 1-1 between the Patriots and the Colonials. Two Shrewsbury turnovers lead to two North Middlesex breakaways. Noah stood his ground on the first one, made the initial save on the second one, but North Middlesex was able to put it into the net on the rebound. Colonials here will look to take the lead back in the second half of the second period. Tommy Belbin throws it all the way down. Russo stops that pass from getting out of the zone, and he's still fighting for it down low with Anthony Quillivan right next to him, and Joe Fleonis just behind. Finally, North Middlesex able to break the puck out. Now they have a 2-on-1 coming up. Good job by Belbin as the player tries to curl around, but Belbin sent him down. Now Anthony will go for the long pass over to Cole Russo. Cole Russo coming up. He loses the puck, but still fights for it. It's slapped away by North Middlesex with Anthony Quillivan on it. North Middlesex now has it below the goal line. Coming up ice with it now is the Patriots. They go for the long pass. Just hops off the stick of that Patriots forward. Peter Belbin has it now. He goes up to Cole Russo on the breakup pass. That pass is too far ahead of Anthony Quillivan, and North Middlesex to throw it back in. Being chased now by Cam Mullen and Peter Belbin. North Middlesex has it. Delayed penalty now on Shrewsbury. North Middlesex has it at the point. That shot goes wide. Second attempt goes into the netting. And with 4:52 remaining in the period, Anthony Quillivan will go to the box for interference. Anthony just a little too physical in front of the net, pushes the player down and didn't have the puck. Now Tyler Boris and Jack Tepper will come onto the ice to kill a penalty for the Colonials. Mullen and Peter Belbin back on D. Good face-off win there by Tyler Boris, and now it's possession of the puck. He takes it behind the net. He sends it along for Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper gives it right back, and Tyler Boris coming on ice with it now. Short-handed Tyler Boris goes wide. He gets a shot. That goes wide. Now North Middlesex has it coming back up. They don't have numbers as Jack Tepper and Tyler Boris do a great job back-tapping, getting back in play. North Middlesex picked it up from point, though. That shot looked like it would have been wide, but a good job of Noah to get a glove on it. That pass in front gets over Peter Belbin's stick. Some shoving in front now, but Noah was able to easily play that puck. Belbin couldn't quite block the pass out front. North Middlesex got a piece of it in the slot, but Noah was able to swallow that up. 1:32 remaining here on the penalty to Quillivan. Persicino and Tom Belbin now for the Colonials. And Tyler Boris is joined by Liam Quillivan. Boris able to win another faceoff. That's picked up and thrown all the way down. Tyler Boris chasing after it. Good play there by Tyler Boris as he stopped that player in his tracks. Puck gets thrown in. Now Liam Quillivan's going to win the race to it with just about a minute remaining on the penalty. Quillivan stick handling down low. North Middlesex picks it up now with all 5 of their players below their dots. Coming up with it now is North Middlesex. They dump it all the way in. Noah can't quite get there, so Tom Belbin will try to chase it down. That passes into the slot. That goes just wide off a weird bounce North Middlesex Patriot with one hand on a stick, almost puts it in, but that puck gets out now. 30 seconds remaining here on the penalty as North Middlesex goes D to D just inside their own zone. That shot goes high on Noah. He's able to play it behind the net. Good job there by Tom Belbin to force that outside shot. And now the Colonials have a quick developing 2-on-1 now. Tyler Boris just loses the puck. He had O'Connor right in front of him. North Middlesex now has it with only a couple seconds remaining on the penalty. And that'll be an icing call. And Shrewsbury will have an offensive zone draw now that the penalty has just expired. There's 2:51 here remaining in the second period. Still 1-1 Colonials and Patriots. O'Connor, Holloway, and Delaney coming onto the ice for Shrewsbury. Peter Belbin and Cam Mullen are back on D. O'Connor set to take the face-off just after the expiration of the penalty. Puck gets tied up and gets back to Peter Belbin. Peter Belbin gets one towards the net. That's pushed to the side by North Middlesex player. Delaney's able to block that pass, but North Middlesex now has it. From the corner they send it out. Peter Belbin gets there. His attempt to put it back in gets blocked. O'Connor picks it up. Now Peter Belbin and O'Connor battling for the puck along the boards. North Middlesex wins the battle. Picked up by Delaney momentarily. He tries to make a move. Now Holloway has it entering the zone. Holloway looking for a pass, but nobody was there. Now Peter Belbin will pick it up and then throw it back in. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the period. Long pass allows Peter Belbin to catch up to that forward. They put it in, and now Persicino will pick it up right behind his own net. He sends it along for Delaney. Delaney's pass to Holloway is in the feet. North Middlesex will pick that up. Persicino's passing it to Holloway is no good, and Holloway will end up throwing it back up to North Middlesex. North Middlesex now entering the zone. Persicino plays that man to the corner. He goes to the slot. That got hit away, but now Belbin pushes it forward. That's Tommy Belbin on the ice now. O'Connor has it. He carries it out of the zone. Can't quite reach the red line, so North Middlesex will pick it up. Liam able to hit that puck away. North Middlesex gets it deep. Noah will stop it for Tom Belbin. Belbin gets it up to Cole Russo. Cole Russo flips it towards center ice. Liam's able to get a stick on it, leaves it for Anthony, but he takes it in offsides with 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining here in the period. Quinlivan and Cole Russo will stay out here for the Colonials. Still Persicino and Tom Belbin back on D. Anthony set to take the neutral zone face-off. Anthony wins that back, and then Liam picks it up. He carries it to the zone, gets around one player, takes the wide, and that shot got deflected up and over the net. Cole Russo will pick it up in the corner. Russo puts it back down looking for Anthony. Anthony is able to stop that pass from North Middlesex. He throws it in the slot, hit away by a Patriots defender. Now that gets by Belbin, and now North Middlesex is 2-on-1 coming down on Colonel Persicino with under 1 minute left. That pass is good over. They move it by Noah, but can't finish it. And then Noah's able to react, stick his leg out to stop that second attempt on the rebound, and now Colonials have a 3-on-2 coming up ice. Liam Quinlivan has the puck. He's looking far for Anthony, couldn't quite get there. Tom Belbin's going to win the race. And then that gets flipped out by North Middlesex. Quinlivan picks the puck up. He's carrying it in, he gets it deep. Eventually picks it back up. He looks over for Liam, but that pass is in the air. Liam couldn't get a good piece of it. And now thrown on net, a deflection in front, but good save there by Tom Kelly. Jack Depper on the ice now, he slaps it away. And then gets it down to Anthony. Anthony throws it out into the slot, but no one's there. Belbin picks it up. That shot almost deflected in by Liam Quinlivan. Just a second left remaining. Tep throws it behind the net, and that'll be it for the second period. Some great pressure there by the Colonials at the end of the period. But after 2 here in Fitchburg, it's 1-1. We'll be back in a minute for the third. We're ready to get underway here for the third period at Fitchburg State University between North Middlesex and Shrewsbury. North Middlesex ends up with the puck after the face-off. They flip it ahead, but a good job by Liam Quinlivan to stop the pass and dump it back in. North Middlesex will pick it up below their own goal line. Break-up pass is picked off by Anthony. He tries to get over to Liam, but that pass gets blocked in front. Anthony isn't sure where the puck is right now, but Cole Russo ends up with it for a second. Goes sitting on North Middlesex has it, and they're breaking out. They go for the forward pass, too far ahead, and that's played ahead by Persicino. Shrewsbury now coming in with the puck. Anthony tries to get it over to Liam. That goes wide. Picked up at the point. D2D, and Persicino's going to throw it back into Quinlivan. Quinlivan looks up front again. He's got Liam. That shot gets blocked out front. Liam can't win the race to it, and they get sent out to the point. Good keep in there by Leonis. Leonis puts it back in there at the point. It's going to be chased down by Liam. North Middlesex gets it. They just flip it. That'll go for an ice, but Jack Tepper's able to track it down. Wasn't passed all that hard. Now Tyler Boris has it. He sends it all the way around. North Middlesex will get there, but Jack Tepper is going to be all over that defenseman. Tepper gets it, kicks it forward. Persicino now crashing in. He's able to keep it in. Good hit there by Tyler Boris, and now Jack Tepper stands his ground. Player gets by him. Good job coming over there by Tom Belbin. North Middlesex gets it, puts it back in. It's a delayed offsides. James Tepper with possession. He's taking it out of the zone. Good pass there through that one player to Tyler Boris, who blows by one player. Coming down low. He makes a move to the middle. He goes out to Jack. Jack's in the high slot. He shoots. And a good job there by Thomas Kelly. I don't think Jack saw it, but he had James Tepper there back door. If he went for the quick pass over him, he went for the shot on net. And with no screen, it was handled easily by Thomas Kelly. 13:25 remaining here in the third period. Jack Tepper picks that puck up off the face-off. From his knees, he makes a pass to the slot. Tyler Boris gets it, and that ends up in the net. Tyler Boris whiffed on the first shot, then went for the backhand. It went off the goalie's shoulder and into the back of the netting. It's 2-1 Shrewsbury here now with 13:19 remaining in the third period. Tyler Boris from Jack Tepper. Great effort there too by Jack Tepper from his knees, able to get the pass over to Tyler Boris, who on his own rebound put it in to give the Colonials their second lead of the game. Anthony Quinlivan wins the face-off with O'Connor and Albertson, the forwards. Gets thrown in deep, and now Albertson's on it. That pass is too far ahead. It'll come all the way down. It's on net, though, and Noah's going to have to play it. He covers it up. We're just 2 minutes here into the third period. Defensive zone draw coming up for the Colonials. Anthony set to take it on the face-off now. North Middlesex wins the draw at the point. They throw it towards the net. Good job there by Tom Belbin with a stick left, and now Anthony plays it to himself off the boards. He gives it to O'Connor. O'Connor gets the pass over to Albertson, and Albertson's going to throw it in deep. Good forecheck there by Anthony, but then he loses the puck. North Middlesex flipped it up, but a great job by O'Connor. He's able to play it off the glass and keep it in. North Middlesex has possession of it behind the net. Puck gets chipped up, but Tyler Boris is going to pick it up. Throws it around, takes it all the way behind his own net. Stops, makes a move, and now Tyler Boris has it coming up ice. Boris up to Liam. Liam has the puck now. He takes it in. He makes a move. He gets around one player. He gets it down low, and he takes a shot, but that goes wide. Tom Belbin's going to come down. Belbin tries to play the puck over to Quinlivan, but just at the start of the period, the ice is still a little wet, and Belbin's pass doesn't make it as far as he wanted it to. Peter Belbin now pinning that forward against the boards. Now Tom Belbin's going to come down to help. Pass to the slot gets blocked. Now Peter Belbin's all over that player. He makes a move to the net, but Shrewsbury picks it up. Now Liam has the puck along the sideboards. Liam goes to the far pass to Cole Russo, but that's a little far. No ice is the call as North Middlesex going to reach the puck, and now Tyler Boris is the forechecker. Morrison's up with the puck on a stick. He takes a shot, but that's high. Peter Belbin's down low and picks up the puck. Sends it in deeper. Tyler Boris now has it. Good positioning. He gets it up to Persicino. Persicino fires one towards the net, but that gets blocked in front. Liam gets tripped up. And now North Middlesex is the puck coming back up ice. Pass there is no good. Peter Belbin's going to pick it up. Peter Belbin loses the puck. North Middlesex picks it up. They're down low. They get a shot. Save made by Noah. Rebound out in front, but that was cleared out by Cole Russo. Thrown back to the net. Russo was able to stop that pass. Russo wins the race to the puck, and now Liam Quinlivan's able to get it out. Quinlivan gets around one player. Tyler Boris stays on side. Then makes a move to the net. He gets a good shot on that, but good save by Tom Kelly. Puts it over to the corner. The whistle is blowing as the net comes off. Face-off will come outside the zone. 10:49 remaining here in the third. 2-1 Colonials. Anthony Quinlivan taking the face off. He's got James and Jack Tepper as his wingers. Tom Belbin will throw it in. Doesn't get too deep, but it gets deep enough, and he's able to keep the puck in again. Get it over to Tepper. James looking for Jack, but that shot gets blocked. Good job by Anthony, able to generate a rebound on the shot, but it gets kicked out too far. North Middlesex has to get it out of the zone. Anthony's able to block that pass. Now James Tepper makes a move. Picks it back up after he loses it. Plays it to himself. Good job by Jack Tepper. By James Tepper, able to keep possession of it. Jack Tepper came down to help, skated past the puck, and that'll get by Tom Belbin. Go all the way down front ice with 10-10 remaining here in the third period. Tyler Boris is coming onto the ice now. He's got O'Connor and Albertson with him. Persicino coming onto the ice to join Cam Mullen on defense. Tyler Boris able to play that forward after face-off. It's by Cam Mullen, but he's able to play it. North Middlesex can't break up ice as quickly as they wanted to. Cam Mullen comes back, gets into the play. That's going to be picked up by O'Connor. O'Connor sends it all the way around. Doesn't get out of the zone. North Middlesex gets the keep in. Trying to work it down low, but Connell Persicino's all over that. Persicino wins the battle, he gets the puck to himself. O'Connor has it now. Loses it in skates for a second, but is able to get the puck out. He goes for Albertson, the pass is behind him. North Middlesex will pick it up and throw it back in. Good job of Noah to stop the puck there behind the net as Persicino picks it up. Persicino tries to spin around one player, but loses the puck, kicks it to himself. North Middlesex will pick it up. They have it down low now. Look for the point who's crashing in. That shot gets on net. Just a little wide, and Albertson will pick it up. Albertson goes for the far pass over. O'Connor has it. O'Connor takes it into the zone by himself. He gets a shot on net. Thomas Kelly wanted his defenseman to play it, but he wouldn't. And it'll be a defensive zone draw for North Middlesex now, after they failed to get the puck out. Good job by O'Connor to get the shot on net. And now Anthony Quinlivan will come on with Paul Russo and Liam. Leonis and Tom Belbin back on D. Waiting for Anthony Quinlivan to get set to take the draw. North Middlesex comes up with the puck after the draw. Sends it out, and Tom Belbin will chase it all the way down. Noah plays it to him, and Belbin will take it behind the net. Belbin up to Quinlivan. He tries to get it for Russo, but it's behind him. And icing is the call. North Middlesex set the puck just behind the red line, send it all the way down. And fortunate for Shrewsbury, the puck will come all the way back into North Middlesex's zone for an offensive zone draw with 8:50 remaining here in the third period. Liam picks that up at the face-off, but can't get it. Russo has it, he gives it to Belbin. Belbin fires one towards the net, goes off Liam's skate, but Liam will pick it up and keep possession of the puck. He throws one towards the net. North Middlesex is able to break up that play. Pass is intended for Russo. North Middlesex is able to get the puck out of the zone, but they can't break it out cleanly. Puck ends up in the North Middlesex bench. And face-off will come right in front of it, just outside North Middlesex's zone. 8:30 remaining here in the period. Peter Belbin comes on with Connell Persicino to play defense. Tyler Boris is with his normal line mates again, James and Jack Tepper. Boris wins it back, and Jack Tepper ends up with the puck. He's coming into the zone. He tries to stick around one player, but loses the puck. Tyler Boris was all over him, and North Middlesex threw it right into their bench, and that play will come all the way back into the North Middlesex zone. Another offensive zone draw for the Colonials. Shrewsbury definitely looking like the better team again here in the third period, with the exception of a couple good chances that North Middlesex got down low. It's been all Shrewsbury in the zone. Forces the puck down. He goes over for James Tepper. Persicino's going to pick up the point. He fires it towards the net. He almost had Jack Tepper with it put back in back door, but Jack Tepper's stick got lifted. Now Tyler Boris will chase a man in the sideboards. Puck gets played out to Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper tries to play it off himself to the boards. James is going to pick it up. Jack's all over it. Now Tyler Boris will pick it up. He's working in the high slot. James Tepper gets pinned against the boards, and North Middlesex will pick it up. North Middlesex with a good breakout. They're coming up ice now. Great play there by Colonel Priscino, able to tap the puck away. Boris plays it to himself. Now Shrewsbury has a 2-on-1 coming up. Boris shoots. Good save there by the goalie. Jack Deppel picked the puck up along the sideboards. He lost it. Now North Middlesex is coming back up ice with it. Shot there from North Middlesex, easily handled by Noah. He's able to make the glove save, and with 7:22 remaining here in the third period, 2-1 Shrewsbury will take a defensive zone draw. Anthony Quinlivan coming out to the ice of the Colonials. He'll be joined by O'Connor and Drew Albertson. Right off the face-off, shots on Noah. Noah's able to glove that. Just 2 seconds after the puck drop, and look at the same skaters on the ice of the Colonials. Anthony wins that one back, and Leonis will pick it up. Leonis goes all the way around. Albertson and Belbin are both there. Belbin gets it up to Albertson and loses the puck. Now North Middlesex has it. North Middlesex throws it towards the net. Goes wide, and O'Connor's going to pick it up. He can't quite flip it out. Puck doesn't get all the way deep, and now Anthony has it. He gets around one player, pushes the puck too far in front of him. Able to keep possession, he throws it back down deep. Chased all the way around by O'Connor. O'Connor has possession now. He gets it over to Anthony. Anthony goes to the backhand, but that gets blocked. Good job of O'Connor able to stop that. Now North Middlesex has it coming up ice. Pass broken up there by Tom Belbin. Leonis will chase it all the way around. He makes the hit in the corner, and Tom Belbin will get the puck behind the net. Belbin gets it up and around. North Middlesex whips on it. Now it's coming up. Alberts is racing for it, but North Middlesex is going to win that race to the puck. They fire it all the way around. O'Connor gets there. He's able to keep it in. And he fires it back to the corner where it's being chased down by Tyler Boris. Boris has it. He plays it over to Persicino at the point. Persicino goes back to Boris. Gets down low where it's going to be picked up by O'Connor. O'Connor threw it up front looking for Albertson, but he wasn't there. Boris loses it now. Peter Belbin's chasing after the puck. Loses the race. North Middlesex wins the race, and now a penalty is being called on Peter Belbin. He's being called for a trip. North Middlesex player went down. The ref says it was because of Peter Belbin's skate or his stick. And with exactly 6 minutes remaining in the period, North Middlesex will go to the power play for the next 2. Anthony Quinlivan, Liam Quinlivan, and Tyler Boris will be on the ice for the Colonials. Colonel Persicino, the 4th. North Middlesex ends up with the draw. The pressure there by Quinlivan. Persicino gets it but loses it. I don't know if Middlesex has it. They're working the puck down low. They get it over. Good job by Noah coming across to make the save, and now Tyler Boris and Quinlivan are coming back up ice with it. Liam ends up with the puck. He's going to take it all the way out of his zone, keep possession of the puck. Liam goes over to Anthony with it. Anthony goes for the far pass to Tyler Boris, who still has possession of it. 30 seconds now gone from the penalty. Tyler Boris goes for the behind the net bank pass to Quinlivan. Quinlivan's looking for Anthony. Anthony gets it from behind. That'll be a penalty now. Tyler Boris coming up ice with it. Boris loses the puck, but is able to keep possession of it as he pushes it far enough ahead. The whistle was blown. North Middlesex hadn't gotten in touch, so I'm not sure if there was a second penalty coming or not. One North Middlesex player is heading to the box, and Tyler Boris also heading to the box. There's 5:13 remaining here in the game. A minute 14 remaining on the original Shrewsbury penalty. And no other penalties are being put back up on the scoreboard. Looks like the Tyler Boris penalty will be a matching, and so it'll still be a 5-on-4 for North Middlesex for the next minute 14. Puck is going to stay in the North Middlesex zone, so Shrewsbury will have an offensive zone draw despite being down a man. Quinlivan and Quinlivan out right now for the Colonials. James Tepper and Persicino also on the ice. Refs deciding where to drop the puck, and they do agree that it's going to be in the offensive zone for Shrewsbury. Liam Quinlivan's going to take the face-off here with Anthony Quinlivan back at the point to join Persicino. Liam ties his man up. James Tepper gets on it and throws it in deep. Liam Quinlivan's on it. He sends one man down but can't quite get to the puck. Still battling for it is Liam. Gets pushed ahead, but James Tepper's there. James Tepper's going to throw it back into the zone. Under a minute remaining now on the penalty. Far pass across the zone. Try to break it out again. Liam's going to pick it up. Gets around one man, but not the other. Loses the puck. Still forechecking. He picks it up in the high slot. He shoots. And a good jig. Thomas Kelly got a piece of it, but the puck trickled by him. And that's a short-handed goal for the Colonials, who go up 3-1 with 4:44 remaining. Great forecheck by Liam Quinlivan and James Tepper. Liam Quinlivan found himself in the high slot with possession of the puck. He turned around and shot. Thomas Kelly was on it, but the puck got by him and trickled into net for Shrewsbury. And they take a 2-goal lead with 42 seconds still remaining here on the penalty. Jack Tepper's going to take this face-off for Shrewsbury. He's got Cole Russo on his right. Persicino is still on the ice. Tom Belbin comes on now. Belbin puts the puck all the way in the zone, and since the Colonials are short-handed, that won't be an ice. Jack Tepper's able to pick that up. He picks it up. He works it into the high slot, pushes it wide, and he wins the race to the puck. He's brought down. North Middlesex now has it. That pass goes off the skate of Cole Russo. Belbin's able to pick it up and fire it back into the corner. 20 seconds now remaining on the penalty. Jack Tepper chases his man behind the net. He can't quite get there, but Cole Russo knocks it away. North Middlesex throws the puck down, and now Tom Belbin has time to pick it up. 6 seconds remaining on the penalty. Belbin gets over to Persicino. Persicino goes all the way down. The penalty now expires. Peter Belbin's coming back on the ice for the Colonials. And it's 5-on-5 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the third period. The Colonials up by 2. North Middlesex throws it into the zone. Tom Belbin picks it up, and now another Colonial is going to be going to the box. 3:42 remaining here in the period. James Tepper being sent off. There was a collision at center ice. It was behind the play. The referees are discussing now what they're going to assess James Tepper. Looks like Jack Tepper's being sent to the box now, and when we get this cleared up, we'll be back in a minute. We're back here in Fitchburg. Shrewsbury's going to be down 5-on-3 right now. Both Teppers just took a penalty. James Tepper was assessed a major penalty, and Jack Tepper a minor penalty for holding. There's 3:42 remaining in the period. James Tepper will be in the box for the remainder, regardless of how many goals North Middlesex is able to score. Jack Tepper's only in the box for 2 minutes, and a timeout called here. We'll be back again for the remainder of the 3:42 left in this game. Players getting set now here. It'll be Quinlivan and Persicino on the ice for the Colonials as they look to kill off a 5-on-3 and maintain this 2-goal lead. North Middlesex wins the draw. Have it now at the sideboards. Out to the point now. They go far down the corner. Sideboard now for North Middlesex. Back out to the point. There's a shot. That gets out front. Anthony almost had it but lost it. Liam's able to pick it up. He sends it all the way down now. Almost 30 seconds gone from each of these penalties. That gets pushed ahead. North Middlesex coming up by this minute now. Right to the zone. They shoot towards net. Good save there by Noah. 1:23 remaining now in the penalties. Tyler Boris now able to come out of the box after his penalty, his matching penalty. Again, James Tepper will be in the box for the remainder of the game. His major penalty extends beyond the end time. Jack Tepper will be out in a minute and 23 seconds. There's 3:04 remaining in the period. North Middlesex wins the draw. They get to the point. Good save there by Noah as he puts it in the corner. Persicino gets there. He ties it up. And he'll just eat the puck along the boards. North Middlesex fishes out. They go far side. Great save there by Noah as he's able to stretch across. North Middlesex still in possession of the puck down low. Work it out to the point and then get it back down low. They go for the high slot. That pass is missed. Kicks back out, but it's kept inside. They throw it back in. Persicino gets up. He's able to get that puck out of the zone, throw it all the way down. 50 seconds now remaining in the Jack Tepper penalty. 2:30 remaining in the game. Still 3-1 Shrewsbury. North Middlesex coming up ice with it now. Coming in on Tyler Boris, Anthony Quinlivan, and Tommy Belbin. That pass up front is good. Shot goes wide. North Middlesex has possession of the puck still. 34 seconds remaining on the Jack Tepper penalty. Down to the corner. They threw it in front. No one was there, and that goes to the corner. Now North Middlesex has it at the point. Trying to work it out to the high slot. Good job by Tyler Boris to deflect that pass. That pass goes off Anthony's skate. Anthony kicks it out and brings his man down. They're holding each other. Behind the play, no call is made. That puck almost gets out, but it's kept in. Now Tom Belbin picks it up. He's got behind the net. Jack Tepper penalty expiring right now. There's a minute, 40 seconds remaining. Puck gets sent back in. Tom Belbin keeping possession of it. Good job as he goes over to Anthony Quinlivan. Anthony Quinlivan's going to send it all the way down with just under a minute and a half remaining in this game. Again, it's going to be 5-on-4 North Middlesex for the next minute and a half. Still a 2-goal lead for Shrewsbury. North Middlesex coming up ice with it now. They go in on Tom Belbin. Belbin forces him to go wide. That shot is handled by Noah. Minute 15 remaining here in the game. 3-1 Shrewsbury. There will be a defensive zone draw for Shrewsbury. Quinlivan and Russo coming onto the ice for the Colonials. Persicino and Fleona's going to be on defense. North Middlesex is pulling their goalie now, so it'll be a 6-on-4. And because Shrewsbury is down a man, they can ice the puck towards that empty net. Liam ties up his man off the faceoff. Puck is played to the side. D-to-D pass at the point. They go back and throw one towards the net. Great job by Cole Russo, able to block the shot. And he gets it out of the zone. North Middlesex still has possession, but everyone has to come out of the zone. Liam taking the puck up. He loses it, but it gets sent back in. Persicino's going to pick it up now with 50 seconds remaining, and he'll fire it all the way down into the corner. Cole Russo forechecking as North Middlesex picks up the puck in their defensive zone. He passes it down low, and Liam's going to pick it up. Liam is on a breakaway with the empty net, and he puts it in, and it's 4-1 Shrewsbury with 37 seconds left in the game.
Way to go, boys!
Phenomenal shorthanded forecheck there by Cole Russo and Liam Quinlivan. Liam Quinlivan's able to pickpocket one North Middlesex defenseman. He was all alone in an empty net, and the Colonials take a 3-goal lead with 37 seconds remaining. Still going to be shorthanded for the next 37 seconds, but carrying a 3-goal lead. And Connor Delaney's going to take the face-off here for Shrewsbury. Delaney plays it to himself, puts it forward. Albertson on that man. McManus and Mike Walton, the defense now for Shrewsbury. Sent out front. McManus is able to get the puck out of the zone, and now Delaney's all over that. He wins the race, and now he's coming up. He throws it out front. Albertson isn't quite there, but a good job by these Colonials forwards. They're able to keep the puck in the zone. Albertson ties it up. Able to kick it away from one player. Delaney picks it up. Delaney flying in the offensive zone right now. Good keep in there by Mike Walton. North Middlesex has possession. Good throw through center ice. Albertson picks it up, and that'll be it. Final score here in Fitchburg at Wallace Civic Center. It's 4-1 Shrewsbury. They improved to 3-0-1 on the season. Next game is going to be next Saturday at home against Framingham High School.